he probably, out of his 8 shots, he probably left 4 flat 7s. So he opted to change balls.
Look at Sai's balance. Rock solid.
Solid at the line. One of the most underrated things is maintaining a good balance at the foul line.
Oh yeah, that is so important. Oh, that's what you call a fast 8. You know, some of his trip 4s were higher than that shot.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he left both the 4 and the 7.
That's something I would leave. I'd probably leave the 10 at the same time. I'm gonna write that all over my hand.
Maybe you should do it all over your arm. All the way
Maybe
down
I'll get
your
a
arm.
tattoo. I'll get a tattoo.
To remind you forever that you're lucky. Okay.
I'll just put Azumi.
Oh boy. We have to get some Glenn jokes in.
Yeah.
We have to.
I might sacrifice my height a little bit, but it'll get me luckier, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say anything. Darlie just she's biting her tongue.
Iron hard.
Wow, that was a better shot there.
Yep.
The ball actually pushed the 8-pin out of there.
So let's take a look at Sai's bio sheet.
Okay, we're gonna get a replay on Daryl's side. Watch the ball take out the 8.
Oh.
Well.
Couldn't really see that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We'll get it from one angle or another. Uh-oh.
Well, Sai is not married. He hopes to have kids someday. He is currently employed at Abercrombie & Fitch. Currently averaging 224. Lifetime high game, 300, bowled it 10 times. Lifetime high series of 793. And this is his 2nd time on TV. Going for his first title.
Okay, Sai is lined up. We have a match here.
Yeah. After the first two frames, wasn't able to find it. 3rd frame, he really found something.
Good leverage on the shot. He waited for the ball.
Perfect shot.
Okay, Darryl 10 to the 8 board. Uh-oh. He's losing the push on lane 6. He's reacting in the front of the lane.
Yeah, he's losing his luck right now. Well, one of his keys today was to control the ball speed. And as Darlie mentioned, that's probably one of the more important aspects of his game right now. Whiffs the 4-7.
Ooh, that's not good. He had a strike up. And by not taking the 9 out,
he lost 4 pins.
Yeah, total of 4 pins. Looked like he slipped a little. Checking the approach there.
You know, sometimes a lot of people, when they're frustrated, when they leave a split like that, they're not keeping the mental game in. He's just a mental lapse and whiffs.
Sometimes when you try to throw it harder, you lose your footing too. And
yeah, and you just totally miss it. And same exact shot. Same exact shot.
It looks like he's gonna hit some transition now on you know, we bowl on the lanes all day, you know, so the lanes are changing.
Yeah, well, after this shot, he really needs to think about what he needs to do to adjust to these lanes.
He's gonna have to figure it out like now.
Like now, especially with Sai finding the line with the correct ball change. It's really lined up, you know, because Sai is a collegiate bowler bowling out of Fresno State, so he has a lot of tournament experience. And we saw earlier how fired up he can really get. So, and one of his keys to success today was to, you know, stay and keep aggressive. And the other one being staying in time. Scott mentioned earlier about how he's really balanced at the line, so he's really bowling really well right now.
Well, I'm a firm believer in having good timing and good balance, because you can't really make a good shot falling off balance.
Exactly. Sai trips a 6 himself.
And he just He's not waiting for Daryl.
No.
He knows that Daryl knocked out Joe Yockley Jr., so Daryl changes balls. Now 10 pin.
I had this problem today. 10 pins. I could not double. Whenever I doubled, it was beautiful.
Just didn't have enough of them.
Yeah, apparently. that's why I'm back here.
You know what seat we call this? The commentator seat.
What do we call it?
Jail. I heard it called once the penalty box. This is what you get for losing to me 2 games.
Remember, series is more important.
Only if I beat you on the series. See the?
Yeah.
Got my fists up, my guard up on me. I'm watching you.
Another.
Well, you know, Daryl changes his angle, and now he's going to leave the 10. And that, I mean, we can see it. He had a good angle into the pocket, and now he's got to kind of get the ball away and let it come back. So, Darley, this is where his ball speed was helping him earlier, because he could go up and at the pocket. Now he's got to move in and go away from the pocket a little bit. Now his ball speed is giving him the 10 pin. If he were to watch this, all he needs to do is cut down on his ball speed just a little bit. He'll carry that 10.
Inside, not waiting. Just goes up and just throws it. Gets the mixer.
Well, the wheels have fallen off.
Yeah, Sai's working on 6 in a row right now.
Part of it too, I think, the adrenaline. You know, just to go that far against Joe, being all tied until the 8th frame and having to perform.
He's mentally exhausted.
Could be. I mean, I'd call it a day. Anytime you beat Joe, that's a good day already.
And Daryl with that open from the 8th frame is in a really big hole right now.
7 in a row for Sai here.
Yeah, taking a look at Sai.
It's pretty relaxed. Okay, carry that. And look,
was he listening?
Yeah, he did it.
Heard you.
Yeah, no. Even if he did, he's not going to listen.
The best that Daryl can do right now is shoot. If he punches out, can only shoot 159. Or 189, excuse me.
Coming up in our championship, tournament leader, James Canteri.
In the championship match, it will be Sahiani versus James Canteri.
Well, JP's Reaction Pro Shop is located in the Waipio Industrial Park at 547 Uke'e Street, Unit 104. Come by and see our showroom with the latest and greatest bowling balls, bags, and accessories. Learn about the latest ball drilling techniques from owner James Jimbo Pirtle. That's JP's Reaction Pro Shop, putting the competition back into bowling. Call him at 671-5011. Arrow coming in light.
And with the spare, Daryl will shoot a 178.
If you need help with your bookkeeping, payroll, or tax preparation, call Daniel Miyamoto of Dan's Bookkeeping, 456-3770. That's Dan's Bookkeeping, 456-3770. Daryl finishes up with a spare and finishes with a 178 game. QSO of Hawaii is your one-stop shop for your mortgage and real estate needs, offering various mortgage loan programs and realty services. Please call Hawaii TV bowling champion Virgil De La Cruz at 539-0172 for some great deals. QSO of Hawaii is an equal housing lender.
And there's a look at Sai's mom wanting the cameras to go back onto Sai.
Sai gets the spare. Okay, Mililani Memorial Park and Mortuary making decisions today for tomorrow. For pre-need arrangements, call Laura Lynn Sampson at 222-0419. That's Mililani Memorial Park and Mortuary, 222-0419. Well, Sai finishing up. Nice 257 game. Winner over Daryl Komodo, 178. Stay tuned for our championship after these important messages.